I have the stupid progressive snapshot, which tracks my driving.
Why?
Because it's supposed to save you money.
But it's tracking your driving.
Yeah, but if I drive good, my
as insurance
goes down.
I know, but I guess I just like to.
So how much?
I have like, according to the thing, I'm a 3 out of 5 star driver.
That's mid.
And I've never seen anyone above that. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it exists. I saved $27 on my next payment.
A month or just overall?
A month.
Oh,
Like
wow.
I saved $27 a month.
That's a decent amount.
That is
Yeah, and
decent.
so I'm like sick. So I got this app like that helps me budget and shows me where I spent all my money.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's like your insurance went up $37.
What?
And I was like, so basically they scam you.
Yeah.
They're like, it would have gone up $50, but you saved $20.
Oh, because it's going up because they were tracking.
Because it's a new year.
Oh, what the hell?
Like that's like February is my new year for
Really?
my.
Interesting.
Your insurance
Like,
goes
well-
up every year?
Yeah, no, it's not supposed to. It's supposed to go down
Oh, what the heck?
with the snapshot. But
F that.
well, they
But
don't.
yours
They
goes
don't,
up
like mine.
slightly
They
different.
didn't
mine
say
stays
that.
the same because
well, insurance goes up
Yeah.
all the time. Usually, like every 5 years, you get new insurance.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, I don't have an accident on my record, so
Well, I don't either, but
Not on my record.
F that.
Well, speaking of driving, it has been a snowy day today.
Very snowy.
Wade, how did it go for you?
Oh. so it's like right before noon. I'm at work. We're looking out the window because I'm on the 6th floor of a big office building in Sandy. So like you could see almost the entire Salt Lake County from my office.
Yeah.
We see like the snow slowly start and then just boom, like it's coming down.
Yeah.
Crazy snowstorm today. And my boss was like, do you want to go home now or do you want to stick it out? And I was like, I'm looking out the window. I'm like, eh. He's like, wait, you're down in Provo, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yes, go home. Go. I don't care how long it takes.
Yeah.
Stay safe. Just
Good
clock into
boss.
lunch right now and we'll cover you. We'll figure it out. He's like, just let me know when you're back and log back on because I can work from home anyway. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. This might take like an hour. It usually takes me like half an hour to get to work. I'm like, oh, bad snowstorm. Get on the freeway. It'll just go slow. The freeway is freaking gridlocked. I checked the map before I get on. There's 3 separate accidents between work and my home. And I was like, I'm not going to take the freeway.
Yeah. Brutal.
I decide to go up through Draper because the map said it would be faster. But my mistake was I decided to go like up over this mountain. As I'm getting, this isn't no hill. This is a big going up through over the mountain in Draper, over the point of the mountain, down into Alpine. I've got my car in sport mode, so it's like the manual gear shifting. I'm in first gear, trudging up this hill, and it stops. Like I'm just tire spinning. There's like 3 cars in front of me, like all fishtailing too, and I was like, I can't go any higher. And then while I'm doing that too, my tire pressure thing turns off or like goes off saying like I've got low tire pressure. So I was like, I don't think I can pull over anywhere to check it. I don't think I can. There's a lot of things I don't know if I can do right now. And so I decide, okay, business decision. I just flip around and go back down that mountain. I'm going to go around it, which was going to take longer, which is why I didn't do it. But I was like, okay, I don't care. This is not a timely issue anymore. This is a survival issue.
Yeah.
Time to survive this trip.
Yeah.
I go down.
Me and my boy, my car.
Yeah, one of my coworkers, one of my buddies, he calls me while he's driving. He's like, "Dog, I'm on the freeway. Did you get on the freeway too?"
Yeah.
We ended up chatting for like over an hour, just kind of talking to each other, just to get our minds off of. We were almost dying at every turn.
Yeah.
Because there's no visibility. Neither one of us have very like beefy cars, so we're just woo all over the road. Cars in front of us are fishtailing out. I eventually get moving. I'm glad I took the frontage road around, parallel to the freeway around the mountain, because it actually moved at a decent pace, and it was shielded from a lot of the snowstorm because the wind was coming westward. So the mountain just kind of blocked it, so the road didn't get as covered. It still took me 3 hours to get home.
That is insane.
I don't live that far from my office.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I had to take multiple back roads, had to go really slow. I was in manual the whole time. I get home and can't even pull up in my driveway because it's at such an angle. I just have to line it up and then floor it into my garage.
Yeah. You showed me the video of that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Eventually, I get home. I'm safe. I finish working for the last few hours, and I immediately run to Walmart next to my house, and I buy a shovel and shovel my driveway. And then I put new air in my tires because they were all low. Fortunately, I didn't have a flat. I'm glad I didn't end up checking. I was
Thank goodness.
If I have a flat, I'm cooked. I'm making it home.
Yeah.
There's no way I can put a spare on right now.
Yeah. It's cold, man.
It's cold, and my spare is not a full size spare, so
right.
I would be screwed.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Horrible experience. I'm thankful to be alive.
Yeah. Yeah. The roads
legit,
are not good.
There's, and mind you, I'm I called my dad, and he's on BYU's campus for some work thing, work presentation he was doing to some students. And he was like, yeah, I just checked UDOT, and there's 15 accidents between now and his house. So he was it's at the time while it was still snowing, he's like, I may just stay at your place tonight.
Yeah.
He didn't end up. He's heading home now, so it's cleared up quite a bit, so we're fine now.
That's insane.
It was miserable.
Yeah, you drive for work, right?
So, I drive all over Provo.
Yeah, so tell us how.
So
how
I
was
can
that?
drive up to South Jordan. If I had to do that today, I would say I'm not working today. No, I just drive all day Provo. Provo didn't get as bad. It just snowed a lot, but it was
really
just
wasn't
slippery.
that bad from here to. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it was just
imagine,
slippery. So, it started around noon, and I just start sliding. Nothing I'm not sliding all over the road, but I'm just sliding around. It's a little spooky.
Yeah.
I tell you about how a month ago I started sliding. I told Wade this for sure. I don't know if I told Garrett.
Yeah.
So here's what happened. I was driving to Cedar City, right? And it has been a dry frickin' winter. Nothing has happened until the one day I have to drive 3 hours, and it snows. Not even that much, but the first hour of my drive was pretty icy. It was dangerous. It would be classifiably dangerous on the road. So I'm taking it slow. It's fine. Whatever. I get to about an hour out, and I realize it starts to kind of clear up, right? So finally I'm able to get going to 50 to 60, which is still 220 miles under the speed limit, but I'm speeding up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I speed up too much too early because I'm in the middle of nowhere now, right? Because I'm going down to Cedar City, and the wind pushes my car kind of into the other lane. So it starts to push, and I just kind of naturally go into the other lane, and I just kind of go back, really chill, right? Well, that motion of going into the other lane and then going back started, my wheels started to slip, and it started like a pendulum. And I just went, woo, 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 woo. And luckily, that morning, I had taken my Mustang out to do donuts in a church parking lot because it was the first time I could do that, and I did. So as I start going, I'm like, oh, I know what I'm doing here, right? I got this. It's fine.
And you just started doing donuts in the middle of the freeway.
Exactly. Well, luckily there's no one around me because I almost got horizontal. At least it felt that way. And what's funny is I'm wearing a shirt of it right now. I was listening to this tech podcast, the Waveform podcast. So as I'm going, as I'm starting to fishtail, they're like...
The difference between Android 3.0 and 4.0.
But we're so mature now.
So I finally get to this point where I'm like, okay, I'm either going to spin out, spin around, and lose control entirely. Maybe even flip over, I don't know. Or I can floor it off the road. So that's what I decided to do. Is as soon as I got to this angle, I floored it and went, and I just shot off-roading like, ah!
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to have a huge new version number every year.
Yeah.
But they're so, like, they just do
Well,
it.
you
every
do
time.
because they're are they promising years of security upgrades?
So they could go 7 years and it could only be 2 version numbers, and that'd be fine.
Into the dirt. Even though I wasn't gonna hit anything, it was really weird. So then I'd like sit there for a second, realize I'm alive, and the car is fine because I didn't hit anything. It was just rough, and it
Yeah.
wasn't even like it can get kind of dippy over there.
It wasn't even.
It was just flat. Luckily, if
Yeah.
this were to happen anywhere else, like there are parts where I would have hit the side, or like there are parts
Yeah.
where this could have been bad. But here, I just ran off the road, looked back, got back on the road, and made it the rest of the way, driving a little slower. It was weirdly terrifying considering how little danger I was in. You know what I mean? Because it's like it was a very event. Like it felt weird, and also like it was just probably the least control I've had of a vehicle ever. But like in the end, unless there were other cars around, which there wasn't, I mean, I was just gonna go off the road, which was fine. Like I wasn't ever really in any danger, but that was insane.
Yeah.
It was so warm last week. What happened?
We got in
I'm
the
so
60s.
mad. I had the top down.
Damn
my car.
groundhog.
Yeah, what a hoe.
It's his fault.
He's
Well,
a
of course he's
freaking
gonna
hoe.
see his shadow when they're shining lights on him.
Like, bro, why would you do that?
Why did you make a shadow so big?
F.
I did do a 360 on the freeway once in
Whoa, no way.
my Mustang.
Really?
Yeah, it was like 1 in the morning. It just snowed.
How old were you? Like, this was back in high school?
16. Yeah, 7. I was
Dang.
probably 17. I'm just driving home on the freeway. I'm going like 1 mile an hour, and I just start spinning out. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not that good of a driver back then,
Right.
so I don't know what to do.
Back
So
then.
I do start to
You
correct
don't turn
myself.
into it, yeah.
Yeah, I do start to
Yeah.
correct myself. Obviously, it overcorrects, and then it just goes like this. And eventually, I started facing the other way for a while, and I was like,
Sorry.
luckily nobody's out on the
Yeah.
roads. And then I just slowly turning back around, and I keep going.
That's insane.
It was probably the scariest experience.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I
That
don't-
rear wheel drive, man. Because that happened to me today.
It's
Not
horrible.
like on here, but
When I was a
Go
kid,
straight.
yeah.
when we lived in Saratoga Springs, we hit some black ice and rolled our car.
Dang,
That's crazy.
Like, it just went.
that is crazy.
We were like just driving, and then it hit, and we just kind of spun and landed like that.
Mm.
But like, it didn't like roll multiple times, and more just kind of tipped over.
Yeah.
And then, as a kid, I was freaking out. But as an
And now he
like,
takes me to monster trucks and is like, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to monster trucks at that age too.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. No, so that happened to me today because the whole drive home was like fine and whatever. But then I get to my neighborhood, which of course isn't plowed at all. And I even parked just fine. And I thought, sometimes I like to take the plows through here and you'll get fined if you're on the road. So I don't know if like that's a thing here or whatever. So I decided to park somewhere else. So I took, like, I tried to back up just to go into the driveway. And, maybe, I don't know. Either way, I tried to spin the tires and I just went like,
Yeah, you just
like I wasn't even moving forward. I was moving like sideways away from it. It was real weird. And I couldn't really line up to the driveway until finally I did. Then I get on here and I tried to floor it and I just got stuck on the driveway and ended up having to like ramrod it like
Yeah.
Wade
Wade.
did. So the spinning there got bad and I found out that the green light is trying to ruin all the fun of my car.
the green light.
The green light with the spinning tire.
Yeah.
Is traction control.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had to stick so much weight in the trunk. of
Yeah.
my Mustang just to try to weigh it down a little bit.
Yeah.
It was horrible. Speaking of Mustangs, I was in my new car, not my car now, but in between car between my Mustang. I don't know where I was driving home from.
Mm-hmm.
And as it's super snowy, there's this super nice, probably 2015 to 2018 Mustang GT in front of me.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to someone, and I'm like, this is rough out here. Like I'm scared
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
And then I just see the Mustang in front of me go, and we're in the fast lane, and he just goes, and then just smashes into the barrier.
Oh no!
And I was like, and I just drove. I'm like, and I saw them all get out, so I know they were fine.
Yeah.
And it didn't smash hard. It smashed the car pretty
You
bad.
should have
But
stopped and checked on him.
you think I can stop?
What do they know they
I'm
are?
going
I have
60
witnessed-
miles an hour.
I've witnessed some car accidents recently, and they freak me out.
Oh yeah.
If it wasn't snowing, I would have stopped. But
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh,
because I
that's
was
like-
sliding, and
so-
I wasn't in a Mustang or anything.
That's like the day I bought my motorcycle, and I was picking it up from the guy I bought it from.
I remember you telling us.
I was driving home because the plan was like I got the bike. The dude lived in like Saratoga Springs, and so I was just riding. I was too scared to ride it on the freeway because I was still a less experienced rider. I ride it all the way home, and literally in Orem on State Street, like just to my left, I witnessed like someone rear-end another car, like right next to me, and I'm like,
You're like, hey, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was so scared. Mostly because, like, the bike, I'm like, it's not even registered in my name. It's not even insured yet.
Yeah.
I just have to get it home.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. I think I told Wade this, but I don't know if I told Josh. I was driving home, or I don't know where I was driving. I was with Skylar,
Ah.
and we're driving, and I look over and I see Wade's bike, and it's on the ground,
Oh.
on the middle of the road.
You just tell me.
And I'm
I
like,
remember both of you calling me. About
I'm like,
that. You're
Yeah.
like, are you dead?
hey, yo. So I called Wade, and I was like, are you all right? And he's like, yeah, I'm home, or whatever. I was like, I just saw your bike on the road. It's all destroyed, and someone's probably
And
dead.
there was
but
no Wade.
there
yeah,
was
yeah.
no person.
So a similar thing happened. I was like at a family dinner with my aunt and uncle, and then I get there, and my uncle is like, "Oh, thank goodness you're alive!" Like because I got there, and for some reason he wasn't even home. It's his house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Him
mean,
and my
have you
aunt.
met Josh?
Hey,
Yeah,
come
so-
on, man.
And so we, he's like, "Oh, thank goodness you're alive." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Sorry, we were just like on the freeway, and I passed a motorcyclist like that had crashed, and there was an ambulance there, and he was just laying on the ground, but he had your build, but he was wearing a helmet, and I didn't see the bike, and so I
And
was
we
like,
know you don't wear a helmet. I'm kidding. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
whoa,
No, yeah.
You can
Yeah,
accuse
yeah.
me of a lot of things. I'm a Harley rider, so I'm gay, but I wear a damn helmet. The reason I wear a helmet is to stop me from kissing my homies while we're at stoplights.
Yeah, it's true. That's why I drive the car, is to stay away
Yeah,
from him.
That's the only reason motorcyclists wear helmets,
Yeah,
so we don't kiss each other.
yeah. Well, anyways, hopefully we
You're
don't
not
find you
wearing
on
a
the road
helmet right now.
again.